Now we have the biggest channel on YouTube when it comes to showcasing luxury assets. It can be a jet, yacht, a home, apartment. We don't need to acquire expensive things or need to own expensive things for us to bring luxury in our lives. Bring people more into this experience, wanting to give the ultimate experience to the viewers. I look at the cleverness behind the design, obsess over it, be more enthusiastic about it than anyone else, and really know the ins and outs of what you do. And we started from zero. I mean, we started from a GoPro.
Enes, first off, what's the real difference between luxury and something that's just expensive?
We've been doing this for the last 6 years, intensely touring assets, traveling around the world, and not only seeing these spaces, and I said assets because it can be a jet, yacht, a home, apartments. We also got a chance to meet a lot of the individuals that are behind these projects, whether it's the builder, the homeowner, the developer, or the owners. And I got a chance to see it from their perspective as well. And to me, definition of luxury is elevating a given moment, a thing in your life. And what I mean by that is elevating your experience. We're sitting down here, if we're enjoying a coffee, putting that in a really nice cup, using an organic bean, and making sure that your coffee is at a perfect temperature for you to consume. That's luxury. We don't need to acquire expensive things or need to own expensive things for us to bring luxury in our lives. It's all about looking at how you live and finding ways to elevate those moments. Sitting in your living room and then lighting up a candle, that's actually good for you. That's luxury. So I teach this manifesto, or like this, I share this perspective because I value the importance of elevating your life in general. And I think people should look for any opportunity possible to do that in their lives. And someone asked me, if you were to bring luxury into your life, what is the first thing you would do? And I told them, I would get a really nice toothpaste, because it's the first thing you start your day with and the last thing you end your day with. And it's something you put in your mouth. And buying a regular toothpaste for $2 versus buying a premium one for $7 or $8, the margin is very little, but yet the return on investment on how you elevate your life is so significant. So to me, that's luxury. So, and everybody has a definition of their own, what luxury means, but everybody can elevate their life within the definitions of what luxury is to them. And that's why luxury is so exciting.
So it's ultimately about the experience you have.
1000%. And elevating it. Simple. Keep it simple. You don't need, what we see as expensive items is what's being projected on us. That's their definition, not mine.
But going back in time, your story is truly unique, from windsurfing champion to developer, and then real estate agent.
Yes.
And now touring and showcasing the most expensive and exclusive houses in the world.
That would be correct.
How does this journey look like? How did it look like for you?
Like when I tell people about my past and how my life has evolved, it's like I've been through 3 different journeys, right? Like being a professional windsurfer, that was a one different life. Then I became a developer, real estate agent. Now I'm a content creator. I have a media company. And I think the thing that allowed me to live my life in this kind of perspective is that I wasn't afraid to quit, stop what I'm doing and restart again. I never looked at it as, okay, I spent 12 years learning how to be a professional windsurfer. I don't want to drop everything that I'm doing and start a new career and start from zero again. Mm-hmm. I think that never scared me. And if anything, I saw that as a liberating opportunity. I get to reframe and do something from the start. And given that I'm ambitious, I'm driven, and when I put my mind into something, I give it all, it propelled me to become successful relatively quickly in no matter what I've done, whether it's windsurfing, being a real estate developer, or being a YouTuber in this case. You know, I've been on this journey for 6 years. Now we have the biggest channel on YouTube when it comes to showcasing luxury assets. And we started from zero. I mean, we started from a GoPro. In fact, that message is so important to me that still to this day, we keep our GoPro videos live on our YouTube channel, because I want people to see that 6 years ago, this guy started with a $400 camera. So then you ask the question to yourself, what separates you from me? The answer is nothing. You can do what I have done. You just have to work for it and care for it as much as I have. Then you will have it. Like, I don't think I'm a rocket scientist, but I'm driven. I'm very motivated and I work hard and I mean well. And I think those qualities have helped me where I got here today and where I will go in the future.
That raises a very important question. What does a day in your life look like?
My days are busy. My days are focused around utility, making the best of my time. And I also pay a lot of attention to whatever I'm doing, I want to be extremely present. So if you talk to anyone that went to a dinner with me or that worked with me, that was on a meeting with me, if you ask them, did you have Enes's attention? They will 1000% will say yes, because I believe in making a moment count. It kind of ties back to the understanding of luxury again. So my days are very packed. I have a lot of meetings, a lot of emails, shoots, etc. But we make it count. And whatever we do, we give our all to that. And that's the simplest way I can explain how my day looks like, because depending on where we are, where we travel, it changes quite a lot. But it's generally packed with a lot of action items.
That helped you set an incredible standard in the real estate luxury market. Um, Somehow you keep raising the bar. And the question is, what drives you to keep on doing this and to try to outdo yourself every single time?
Motivation to learn, motivation to be better. No one else. Like we're in a place now, we're the market leader in this call it category. But myself, Janek, who's also behind the camera here, or our team doesn't look at it that way. We go, well, there's a way I can shoot something a little bit better. Well, there's a way I can tell this story a little bit better. There's a way we can write a voiceover and bring people more into this experience. So it's the want to be better. It's the love for self-improvement. And it's also a little bit of wanting to give the ultimate experience to the viewers. It's showcasing one of these assets, telling the story of these homes. It takes years to build one of these. And the least we can do is to take the time to really study the asset and share the experience in a way that brings people in. If I can do that, if I can make them feel something, then I've done my job. And I think that means something to me. And that's why, although I work this hard or I travel or I do this, none of it feels like work and it feels normal. I'm not doing it out of obligation. I'm doing it out of want.
After touring so many incredible homes, do you still have wow moments in which are like, this is unique, I haven't seen this before?
Rarely at this point, but there are still homes or properties I walk into where you see a unique feature, something different, something clever. I look at intentionality. I'm not necessarily wowed by how expensive a stone is or how rare a finish is. I look at the cleverness behind the design, the articulation, or given the constraints of a property, how smart were they to design something, or how did they make that space count? To me, that's more impressive.
You're friends with many billionaires. What do you think sets them apart from, let's say, the average people?
How they look at life and how they create value. And given that they also have different level of resources, they can move things faster, quicker, and they can make more of an impact. But I think the biggest thing that I see with them is how they look at an opportunity. They really see things, they really see potential in an event, in an opportunity more than others. And they go create that value. Hence, they get the big returns.
If you had to give a piece of advice to someone starting or trying to build a luxury brand from scratch, what would that advice be?
Obsess over it, be more enthusiastic about it than anyone else, and really know the ins and outs of what you do. And people will appreciate talking to you, and people will appreciate working with you because you're good at what you do, you're enthusiastic about it. And especially in this day and age where people have a hard time being motivated to do something, they want to be around people that energizes them. So with your energy, energize people and they will work with you.
And lastly, if you had the opportunity to design and create a house that would reflect who you are, where would you build it and how would that look like?
Starting from how it would look like, it would definitely embrace the topography of where we're building. It will be not so big, not so small, focused on utility, where every room, every moment, every functionality counts. I don't want any wasted space. I don't want any wasted opportunities. Minimalist palette, beautiful finishes, and let the finishes do the work. Don't overcrowd it, simplify it, make it easy on the eye, and make it soothing. So when people are in it, they feel relaxed and they feel like the property can ground them back to the earth. Those are the values that I would focus around. Location wise, well, I'm building a house in Mexico because I love Zihuatanejo, the ocean, the mountains. The other place I would love to build, may sound contrary, is probably Dubai. Just because given that you're building on a sand, there's not a topography to follow around. So sky is the limit. Whatever you can imagine, whatever you desire, you can build. And I feel like that would be a cool challenge.
Enes, thank you for being such an inspiration.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys for coming to our event. And we'll see you guys in the future.